It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season, but also to the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Pickett now from the gun here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. From
a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got right on the short throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right, right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there on the right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw, Pickett. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett back to throw. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give him they're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. in that first half. We saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott off play action. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Pickett now on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Brightwell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
They'll run it with Brightwell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Pickett going to bootleg it. Complete to Bryant. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go again with Brightwell. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Gary Brightwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play out outside of the pocket but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Prescott throw complete there to Thomas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. Wright's got it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott yet again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a first down. Pickett now from the gun here. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Let's just call it as we just big play results.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brightwell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 33-yard line.
This is Brightwell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the run, it's Brightwell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sly able to put this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Carolina getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It fights him off. Steps away to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Dancing away at the 35. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now Pickett. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game.
Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2 yards on
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
Prescott now. And once again, this is Sanders. Man, we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Prescott. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got right on the short throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the counter, here's Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Pickett. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game and in a relatively quick manner. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that one complete to Hodgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Prescott. He's got right on the short throw. And some space here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and
Prescott now on 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Dak Prescott. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. And now out come the Giants. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll run again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by a field goal. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Dak. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down across the 35. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now, this ball complete to Rager. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.